YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name's Jason. Here on this channel, I do a lot of food and product reviews. But today, it's a vlog. I know I don't do many vlogs on this channel. I have a vlog channel that I was putting them on there, but I haven't done that in a while. That channel wasn't getting a lot of views. So I figure I'll just throw a vlog in on this channel every once in a while. Hopefully you enjoy it. Leave it in the comments below if you do. Okay, so I'm just kind of going to go over my weight loss journey, how I lost the weight, why I lost the weight, and what I'm doing to lose the weight. I just did this video. I just told you this whole story, but you don't know that because I hit the wrong button. I do this all the time. I thought I hit the record button. I don't know what I turned on, the chroma key or something. So, okay, so if you've watched my channel before, you've probably noticed a little difference in me. I've lost some weight. Been losing it for the last few months, since August. So, fill you in on the story. July 31st, quit my job at the hotel to do full-time YouTube. Just to do it for, my original plan was hopefully I could go like a year, 6 months to a year without working, just try to get as many videos out as possible and see how it goes. So that's where we were. I left my job July 31st. 5 days later, my girlfriend breaks up with me, which I don't think, it didn't have to do with the job. I think she had already been planning this for months and just happened to do it that day. So she leaves on August 5th. And you know, when breakups, you see it in the movies where people are like, oh, they eat tons of ice cream, they just eat lots of food. That's not me. When you're depressed and stuff, I don't eat. So for like 2 weeks, I didn't eat. I lost like 4 pounds really quickly, like within a week or two. So I started seeing a difference. My brother was in town. He's working out, dieting, walking, counting calories. So he started filling me in on what he's doing. So while he was here, I started walking and just kept it going. And so I would walk around downtown here where I live. I'd do like 3 miles. And I was counting every calorie I took in. I was using my phone, using the apps. No matter what I ate, I was tracking it. And then I'd track all my activities on my watch, would count all my calories, you know, whatever workouts. If I'm walking, okay, I click the little workout app and it would track those calories. So I'd make sure every day I'm taking in less calories than I'm burning. So typically, you know, between your resting calories and my active calories, I was burning, you know, say 2,900 calories a day. And I was trying to keep my calories that I was taking in at about 1,700. So I'd be about 1,000 calorie deficit a day. So over the course of a week, 7,000 deficit would equate to losing 2 pounds a week, which I was. I was losing about 2 pounds a week for, you know, the first couple months. So that's how it started is, you know, the breakup started the weight loss and then just started, you know, walking and counting calories. Like I said, I didn't have a job anymore, so I had all the time in the world. I would go, like in the morning, as soon as I get up, I'd go out and walk for 3 miles. And then it started getting to the point where I was like, I'm bored. I don't want to, now that I'm doing all this and I see, you know, if I'm just sitting on the couch watching TV, I'm like, okay, I'm not burning any calories. This isn't doing anything. I couldn't just sit around anymore. I have to go back out and walk another 3 miles. So I was getting like 6-7 miles in a day. And then, you know, October came and it started getting cold. I couldn't do that anymore. I was like, all right, now what am I going to do? I have a gym here at my apartment building, like right down the hallway, 3 doors down. But it's really small. It's got a couple treadmills, some free weights. It's just a really small room, no air conditioning. I was like, I don't want to work out there. So I joined Planet Fitness, $10 a month. You can't beat that. And since I've joined in mid-October, I've been every day except 2 days. I've gone every day for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So, and I know you're probably like, you're not supposed to do that. You got to have rest days. Well, I do have rest days, but they're active rest days. So I'll go over my little schedule with you. And like I said, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not an expert. I'm not a certified trainer or anything. So I research everything, you know, on my phone. So if you are a certified trainer or a nutritionist or something and you're saying, hey, what you're doing, this isn't right, or throw it in the comments below. Give me information, give me tips, whatever you can do, throw it down there. That'd be greatly appreciated. So, like I said, since October, mid-October, I've gone every day except 2 days. The one day I took off because my knees were hurting because I typically just walk in the treadmill. I started running a little bit and running just hurts my knees too much. So I took a day off because they were sore. And then the other day, the second day I took off was the day Thanksgiving. I took Thanksgiving off. I was going to go to the gym that day. I had planned, they're open till noon. I'm like, okay, I'll get there at 10 o'clock. I can still work out for an hour and a half and go to Thanksgiving. It'll be fine. But of course, it's the biggest bar night of the year before that, and I was hungover, so I couldn't work out that day. So that's the 2 days I took off. Okay, so my schedule of how I work out and why I don't take rest days is this. So say on a 7-day, starting on Monday. Monday would be upper body. So I don't break upper body up. I know some people do push days and pull days. I'm not that advanced. I just hit the whole upper body on one day. So upper body and the stationary bike. So I'll start off, go in there, 3 miles to warm up on the bike, do the full upper body routine. It takes 45 minutes to an hour to do that. Then I go back and do another 3 miles on the bike, and I'm done. Day 2 is leg day. So go in 3 miles on the bike, 1.5 miles on the treadmill, the leg routine on the machines, back to the treadmill, another 1.5 miles on the treadmill, and then another 3 miles on the bike, and then done. Day 3 is just cardio and core. So start off 3 miles on the bike, but this time on the bike, I raise the tension on it because those machines, the bikes at Planet Fitness, you can kind of like set the tension to where, if it's on one, there's nothing. You're just spinning the pedal, the pedals around, and there's no resistance. So you can keep, clicking the button up. Usually I go on like a 4, but on cardio day where I want more, I'll put it up to like a 7 or 8. So I'm really working it. So 3 miles there, treadmill 1.5 miles, this time on an incline, then go do the full ab routine, back to another 1.5 miles on the treadmill on the incline, and then finish with like 6 or 7 miles on the bike at an 8 or 9 tension. So really working it that day, and then the next day is back to upper body. So upper body, 2 days off upper body, so that gets rest. My legs, I do that on the next day, and then that gets 2 days off. The cardio, yes, I'm riding bike every day except my arm day or upper body day. We're riding bike every day too. From what I've read, you don't need to take rest days from treadmills or stationary bikes. That they're not working your muscles as much, so you don't need, they're not breaking your muscles down. They're just, from what I've read, they're not breaking the muscles down, so you don't need to take rest days from those. Again, if you know more than I do, if you've got some tips or whatever, throw it down there. They said we take the rest day, obviously, if you're sore or your legs hurt or something like that, then you would, but they don't, so I don't take the rest day, so I'm there every day. And I don't know, it works for me. I enjoy being at the gym, so that's why I go try to get there every day. Because when I do take, like when I took those 2 days off, you just taking 1 day off, it's the next day you're like, it just throws everything off, and 1 day can turn into 2 days to 3 days and 4 days, and before you know it, you haven't been there in 2 or 3 weeks. So I just like to go every day. I like to keep that routine, so I just stay doing that. And then as far as my diet goes, it's nothing extreme. Like I said, all I do is I count calories. I make sure I stay at a calorie deficit. I still eat whatever I want, but because you're counting calories, it keeps you from eating certain things. Like I'll still have fast food from time to time, again, a couple times a week probably. Not because I'm like, oh, I need to have fast food. It's just because, I'm you're driving through town, I'm hungry, I'm like, oh, I'm craving that. But then as soon as I get it and I eat it, I'm like, why did I do that? That was like 1,100 calories, and I'm trying to stay around 2,000 calories a day. I'm like, that's half my calories for the day on that one meal, and it was garbage. So when you count calories, it'll keep you from wanting to eat certain stuff. Like I go to the grocery store, I go past all those snacks and stuff, and like, I read the calorie count on them, like, nope, I don't need it. They would be good, but I don't need those. So no, I'm not just doing like salads and chicken and meat and cutting out bread and all that. No, I still eat what I want, but I just count the calories. But now I have started adding in, now that I'm getting better shape, I've started adding in protein. So before I get into showing you my proteins and supplements I've been taking, let me show you how far I've come. So there you can see on the picture on the left, that's August 16th. So that's when I started walking. That's when I'd already lost, like, I was at 188 when my girlfriend broke up with me. So I already lost 4 pounds. This is when I decided to start walking. Overweight, frumpy, chubby belly there. And then you can see me on November 25th. Pretty big difference there. I've lost a lot of weight, put on a lot more muscle. Still got a ways to go. I'm still not happy with it. I still want to get leaner, cutter. You know, I still have weight on me that I want to get rid of. So that's where I come from. That's where I was. That's where I've gotten to. I put on a little weight since that picture, 161. I'm now 165 because of some of these supplements I've been taking, and I'll go into that now. So I work out. Okay. So I got my wheat protein. So I will take this, I'll go to the gym. So I get up in the morning, weigh myself every day. Then I will get ready and go to the gym. Usually I'm at the gym somewhere between 10 and 1 o'clock for an hour and a half to 2 hours, somewhere in that range. Come home from the gym, I make a protein shake. So I got 3 here just to mix up the flavor so I'm not having the same one every day. So I'll make a shake out of this. And then, get these out of the way. I also have creatine. So I just started this week. So that's why I'm putting on a little weight right now, because I'm in the creatine load stage. Like for a week, you do 4 scoops of this spread out throughout the day. So that's why I'm putting on a little bit of weight between the creatine and then Thanksgiving and leftovers and all that. Because the creatine, from what I've read, has your muscles absorb more water. So you're putting on some water weight, but it's going into your muscles. So your muscles are getting bigger, and that's where the weight's coming from. But hopefully once that load stage goes down, because it's 7 days where you're doing 4 scoops. After that, you go down to 1 scoop. So hopefully I won't be putting on the weight once that happens. But then again, it might be muscle, because creatine helps you work out, helps recovery time shorten. It gives you, from what I've been seeing just in this last week, I've increased the amount of weight I'm working out with. So it's going to help the muscles get a little bigger. So that'll cause a little weight gain. But that's fine. So those I will mix. When I get home from the workout, I'll have my protein shake and I'll put a scoop of creatine in there too. So that's where I'll get that done. And then at the end of the day, right before I go to bed, I have this protein, casein protein. The reason I take this one at night is it's different. Those are fast-acting proteins. So that's when you work out, you take one of those and your body can absorb that protein really quickly. This one slowly is released into your body. When it goes into your stomach, it kind of curdles in there, makes almost like a gel, and it slowly releases the protein over the course of the night. So it helps your body recover throughout the evening. So that's why I take this one at night. And then I mix all these up in this handy dandy little blender here. And I have a video for this, and I will leave a link to this. I already did a review on this before. Really cool device. Fill it up with my water. I mix all those with water. I don't use milk because I don't want those extra calories. Throw my water in there, my protein in there, a scoop of creatine, and then get my cap on for it to work. Blend it up and drink it down and good to go. Super simple. Except it's for me, everything I'm doing is just really simple. And that's why I've been able, I have done diets before. I've done keto, I've done Atkins, and none of them worked. I've ran before on treadmills. I've tried to lift weights, and I just gave up because I was never consistent in doing all those. The one thing I never did before was count calories. And that's why I think I never lost weight before, because I was doing all these other things, but I was still just eating and eating and eating, and I wasn't paying attention to how much I was taking in. Because it doesn't matter how much you work out or do any of this stuff, if you're not in a calorie deficit, you're not gonna lose weight. You need to take in less calories than you burn to lose weight. And that's what I've been doing, and that's how I lost so much weight so quickly. So hopefully it keeps going. I will keep you up to date. Hopefully there'll be more of these, from time to time, a month or two. I'll give you an update of where I am. What are we at? Well, 161 from that picture there, but right now, because of the creatine and stuff, I think I weighed myself today. I was like 165, I think I was this morning. So we'll see where we are in a couple months, how much more muscle I put on. Maybe I'll have 3 pictures there. I'll have the August, the November, and then where we are, January or something. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you got some value out of this, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. see you next time.